Judith Plaskow is a visionary thinker whose intellectual contributions have shaped religious discourse and enriched our understanding of spirituality, gender, and equality. Known for being the first Jewish feminist theologian, Plaskow received her doctorate from Yale Divinity School in 1975, before there were degrees in Judaic studies. She co-founded the B'not Esh collective, a testing ground for Jewish feminist spiritual practice which continues to this day. In 1985, Plaskow co-founded the Journal of Feminist Studies in Religion, the oldest interdisciplinary and interfaith feminist academic journal. Her groundbreaking book, Standing Again at Sinai, Judaism from a Feminist Perspective, challenged traditional interpretations of religious texts and prompted a reevaluation of the role of women in Judaism. Dr. Judith Plaskow uses her platform to address issues of social justice, question societal norms, and foster a more inclusive world.
Please welcome Judith Plaskow.
When Elizabeth Cady Stanton wrote the Declaration of Sentiments for the 1848 Women's Rights Convention in Seneca Falls, 2 of its 16 complaints had to do with religion. The Declaration stated that men had forced women into subordinate positions in the church as well as state, and that they had usurped for themselves the prerogative of God in assigning women a sphere of action. As I stand here, humbled and overwhelmed to accept this honor, I'm aware of being one in a long line of women who, through their activism and scholarship, have sought to bring about lasting religious change. My own work on the feminist transformation of Judaism is part of a larger movement in the US and globally to open all leadership roles to women, to broaden the questions we dare to ask of canonical sources, and to imagine what our traditions might become were they to fully incorporate women's and other marginalized perspectives. Stanton recognized what other feminists in her time and today often have not, that the role of religious texts, institutions, and worldviews in legitimating the subordination of women cannot go unanswered. When religious ideas are used to marginalize women or to turn back the clock on women's achievements, it's rare that feminist questions and insights become part of the public conversation. Who comes to mind for most people when they're asked to name significant religious figures? What images are most associated with the sacred? How many people are aware of the multiple competing strands to be found in every tradition and the voices largely erased from the historical record, but discernible if we know how and where to look? What do we do with texts that have been handed down as sacred, yet that espouse values many people find abhorrent? When religious texts and values are cited in the public arena, who gets to speak and for whom are they speaking? Who is represented and who remains invisible? Do we insist on searching out the perspectives of those who have been silenced? I'm deeply grateful for this opportunity to name some of the many questions posed by feminists and religion that can contribute to the ongoing struggle for a more just and equitable world.